Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World and the Black Business School, and I wanted to talk about something real quick that I thought was really interesting and just provide a little bit of perspective. A lot of times when there's stories in the media involving black people, there are no strong black people that are positioned to really make comments on the story that might lead to other perspectives. It turns out Cuba Gooding Jr., who's a guy that he's fine, he's a good actor, but he's not a guy that I've ever really been all that connected to because he's kind of been in his whole, he's not really our guy anymore as far as the community goes. But I think it's worth talking about because sometimes you get that Paul Mooney wake up call, you know what I'm talking about, where you get reminded that you're black. Well, it looks like they're reminding Cuba Gooding Jr. that he's black. I'm looking at USA Today. They say he just surrendered to the New York police to face a misdemeanor charge of groping a woman's breast in a New York bar on Sunday. Mark Heller, one of Gooding's attorneys, told USA Today he expects Gooding to be arrested and arraigned on a misdemeanor charge of forcible touching. But he said that the prosecutor should decline to prosecute Gooding for lack of evidence. I have viewed the footage, video surveillance of the entire evening, and did not see one scintilla of criminal culpability on the part of Cuba Gooding, Heller said. So it looks like they're planning to arrest him, and there's no evidence. Now the interesting thing is that a lot of times in these crimes where a black man is being accused of something it's sexual, there usually isn't any evidence. If you look up the hashtag Free Albert Wilson or the freealbertwilson.com, you'll find out about the case of Albert Wilson, the college student who just got 12 years in prison for allegedly raping a woman that he never had sex with. He kissed her. She wanted to have sex with him. He told her no. They were together for 5 minutes, and when he told her no, she got angry and claimed that this rape happened. And so not only is there no evidence that he had sex with the woman, and some people say no, you don't have to have sex to rape somebody. That's true, but I think whatever they can prove, I dare you to try to prove to me that that's worth 12 years of his life, where he's going to go to prison, probably get beaten up, maybe get stabbed, possibly get raped many times, right? So I think that there's an imbalance there, and logical people can see this, intelligent black people can see this. Everybody else, I don't really know what to do with you. I kind of feel bad for you. But anyway, the thing about Cuba Gooding Jr. that's interesting as well, and I'd love to get you guys comments on this. I'm just going to leave this right here so you guys can kind of talk it out amongst yourselves. I'd like to get your take. You do remember, this whole thing about groping, right? Groping is bad, right? I don't agree with groping, anything like that. But Bill Cosby right now is in prison for groping a white woman, and he paid her $3 million, and there was no evidence, there's no proof that this happened. I haven't seen to this day any iota of proof that he actually did this. But even then, I think that this notion that a white woman especially, being groped or touched is worth somebody's life is a fascinating concept. I can't, I've seen women get drunk. I've seen women act a fool. I've had women touch me when they shouldn't have touched me. In fact, I got groped publicly at one of my events. There was a lady who was really into me, and she was, kind of getting close to me, and she was rubbing her breast on my shoulder, and I just walked away. Right now, mind you, I'm not trying to say that any of this is okay. Who knows? Maybe I should have called the cops. But I will say that I would have felt really bad to send her to prison for 12 years, knowing that yeah, she inconvenienced me. Yeah, what she did was not cool. I was a little annoyed with it, but I was fine. I moved on with my life. So I'm not sitting here trying to say that groping is okay. So let's just be clear about that. Don't have anybody quoting that nonsense, because that's not true. What I'm trying to say is that where do we get this notion that touching a white woman allegedly is worth somebody's life? If you recall, here's the biggest point I want to make here. Black Wall Street, all of Black Wall Street was burned down because of a false accusation against a black man for touching a white woman, right? He was accused of touching a white woman, and that led to all of Black Wall Street being burned down, hundreds of people being killed, billions of dollars in property being destroyed, billions in black wealth being stolen, people's lives, hundreds of people's lives ruined forever, entire legacies ruined. Is that really okay? Like, is that really the benchmark that we're committed to? So again, I'm not gonna say Cuba Gooding Jr. did or did not do what he did. I don't take accountability for this man. I don't even halfway like the brother. I ain't gonna lie. He's not my guy. He's not like me. But I will say that given that he was drunk when this allegedly happened, and there's no proof, I do find it fascinating that that the doctrine is that if a white woman gets drunk and does something, like she sleeps with somebody, like in Albert Wilson's case, she was groping him, she was grabbing him, she pulled him close, she wanted to have sex with him, and she was drunk, and people say, oh, but she was drunk, she's not accountable for what she does while she's drunk. It doesn't, she's drunk, so it's not her responsibility for what she does when she's drunk. Well, Cuba's drunk too. And so if Cuba grabbed a woman's breast while he was drunk, I'm just trying to get you guys' opinion on this. Does it make sense that men are completely accountable for what they do when they're drunk and women have no accountability whatsoever for what they do when they're drunk? It seems to me that if you're talking about an equal society, you would say everybody's either completely accountable for what you do when you're drunk, or you're not accountable at all for what you do when you're drunk. That's my 2 cents. I'd love to get your take. Please hit the thumbs up button. Please share, subscribe, all this stuff. I know this is controversial, but y'all know me. I got to tell you the truth and call it like I see it. That's why this platform is for intelligent black people only. The idiots can just go to hell. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Have a good day. Talk to you later. Peace.